Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. Thanks for watching, guys. And it's time for an album review. Darkthrone's Circle the Wagons. The Norwegian metal outfit Darkthrone has been releasing albums for almost over 20 years, and these guys, for the duration of their career, have covered numerous metal styles. But they're best known for their contributions to the black metal genre, with LPs like Transylvanian Hunger and A Blaze in the Northern Sky becoming just essentials. And even though Darkthrone still stands as a heavyweight name in the world of black metal, the band has abandoned that sound for a while now, for their past several albums, in fact, in favor of sounds that are more oriented around speed metal, thrash metal, and punk music. It's really a versatile metal project that still has two of its original members. At the beginning of the band's career, they even fooled around with the idea of being a death metal band. But on Circle the Wagons, Darkthrone is unmistakably taking the sounds of late 80s thrash metal, bunching them together with some great riffs and a straightforward punk attitude. This thing is just brash. It's totally uninterested in being dissected and analyzed. It's just purely a shot of adrenaline. It's a shot of heroin. It's no simpler than... What I love about this LP is just how brash it is. It really throws its weight around. It's like a thrash metal avalanche just smothering a sleepy mountainside town. There's some cool guitar licks on this album too, some decent soloing, but for the most part this thing sticks to the thrash and not the flash. But you know what? I do have a gripe. I do have a gripe. And that would be with the vocals, which pretty much almost ruined the album entirely for me. The instrumentation and the production on this album are really decent, just great guitar distortion, great beefy sound, so it's kind of a shock to hear the vocals recorded at a much poorer quality, or at least mixed at a much poorer quality. I mean, for the most part, they just sound really tinny and out of place, and some of the vocals just have this really bad reverb on them, too. I know Darkthrone is loud and in your face, and they don't give a but it really sounds like on this album that Darkthrone does not give a and some of the vocals, to be really frank, are just very badly executed and just feel a little silly. They just don't match up to the brutality of the guitars and the drums and the bass going on behind them. You've got some screaming vocals, which for me are okay, but then on the other side of the spectrum you have like these cleans that kind of sound like they're shooting for this Viking metal thing that just really is not working out for them. Though I do give a lot of kudos on the guitar playing, the bass playing, and the drums. Great stuff, great bridges, great little subtleties in there, but still, if you've enjoyed Darkthrone's past two albums, I don't see why you wouldn't be into this LP. In fact, I think you may like this LP a lot just because I hear them honing their thrash metal sounds on this album and getting so much better at that style of music. I'm feeling a decent to a strong 5 on this thing, but still, if you have not heard Darkthrone, don't let that deter you from listening to this album or going back and listening to their earlier stuff, those LPs that I mentioned, Transylvanian Hunger, A Blaze in the Northern Sky, and to me one of the most interesting albums, The Cult is Alive, which is this really great thrash/black metal hybrid that kind of brought them to the point where they are now. It's just interesting to hear those two genres melded so closely together. Did you listen to this album? And if you did you like it? Did you hate it? And why? Also, are you a Darkthrone fan? And if you are, what is your favorite Darkthrone album? And what do you think of this LP in the context of their entire discography? Let me know. Anthony Fantano, Darkthrone, forever.